COVID-19 first detected in Wuhan, China, has impacted over 150 countries in the world with thousands of casualties. To contain the spread of this scourge, the leadership of Apapa local government area invited corporate stakeholders to a forum to sensitize them on necessary preventive and control measures. The meeting was witnessed by council staff, relevant stakeholders, health specialists and environmentalists. Speaking at the forum, the council chairman, Owolabi Adele, said the exercise is to create awareness on hygienic habits and measures necessary to avoid contracting the virus.
This morning, to make the corporate organization to rub minds together, to give us an update information of what the federal government, the state government, and the local government is doing in order to prevent this endemic disease is called coronavirus. I want to let us recall that the origin started about 4 months ago in a city called Wuhan, and from there, like play by play, because it's something that can be handled, but the rest is story. For some of the corporate organizations that are seated here, please, we are going to appeal to us that at the end of this sensitization program, the good news that we should try as much as possible to pass it to our what? To our community, all around us. Because a safety nation, a safety environment is an asset to the world.
There was a presentation on protective measures such as environmental cleanliness, social distancing, sneezing and coughing etiquette through hand washing and regular use of highly alcoholic hand sanitizers. Demonstration on systematic hand washing was also on display. The medical officer of health, Abidemi Shosonya, advised residents to inculcate hygienic habits and always keep their surroundings clean. He also implored residents to adhere to all instructions received on the day.
Every individual, family, community, and even the government has a responsibility. But precisely as individuals and as a family, we always advise personal hygiene. We also advise for respiratory hygiene. We also would advise for environmental sanitation. As regards personal hygiene, one of the most important things and the basic things has to do with hand washing. Hand washing is very important because most of the things we do and as we relate as human beings has to do with our hands. A lot of germs are carried and moved, transmitted through our hands. So proper hand washing is advised for each and every one of us. You are going out, you wash your hands. On a regular basis, you wash your hands. This can really help one to stay healthy and also to maintain personal hygiene. We've also talked about respiratory hygiene, or what you call cough etiquette. You have a cold, you don't want to just sneeze out, but rather we advise that you get tissue paper where you can sneeze on the tissue paper and then discard.
The exercise is expected to reduce the possibility of unnecessary contamination of the pandemic virus.
Preventive medicine, that's what we are giving the resident. And today's zone, we are doing it strictly for the corporate organization. That's why we call the partnership that work. That we need a cooperation for the government, the third tier of government, to do the needful within the Apapa local government and its environment.
In another development, environmental specialists sensitized stakeholders on the need for proper waste disposal and effective waste management. The Executive Director, Lagos Waste Management Authority, Ibrahim Odumboni, pleaded with residents to patronize the private sector participants, PSP operators, to ensure efficient management and disposal of wastes.
You need to find a way to containerize your waste. Even if a PSP or anyone is struggling to get to your house to come and take your waste, if you can put it in a bin where it's contained, it buys time for people to come away and take it. The first step for us is let us containerize our bin. Leaving your waste outside is not disposing it. Containerize it. Put it in a leaded container, a container that has a lid. I saw some blue drums around. You can use that. You can use normally an average bin like a blue drum. between 2,500 and 4,000. And if you want to buy a human being, between 11,000 and 14,000. But if you haven't that by a year, that is like 1,000 naira a month to save yourself from Lassa fever and protect the immediate community. The first thing that needs to be done is containerize your waste. Try and put your waste in the place where rats can't get to it, where it can be kept, where it won't be wet. When waste is wet, all this inside will leak out, go into your drain, come to your wall, back inside you as well. So it's important for us to make sure that containerizing our waste is very, very important.
Residents were also cautioned on the indiscriminate dumping of refuse, as defaulters will be punished accordingly.
Looking at the peculiarity of Apapa, with a lot of visitors that wants to clear their goods from the port, it actually impedes movement, accessibility to areas, but that does not deter us, because all days round we work, both Saturday, Sunday, to ensure that Apapa remain clean. And that, if you see me addressing issues there on the issue of bylaw, we know if you talk from today till Jesus comes, some people will still not listen. And definitely there is need to enforce the provision of the law. And this we are going to do. And in order not to caught people unaware, that's why we have to sensitize the people, to keep them abreast of what is ahead, because we cannot continue this way. We just have to enforce the provision of the law to ensure that people behave.
Everybody, both corporate organization and the resident, that they must patronize the PSP operators, because the PSP operator, once they come knocking at their door, they should make their refuse available at a convenient. Like what the ED lawman said is that they must containerize, that the rats cannot access it, and then when the PSP operator comes, they can easily evacuate it. Gone are those days that they are going to mud blocks and be dumping refuse. We don't want open dumping. We want enclosed, that once they come, they can open it. And then, concerning the issue of the bylaw, when there is no law, there is not an offense. The essence of what we are doing today is just to sensitize our corporate organizations, is that we need their cooperation. I'm speaking as well, I'm not above the law. So before we enforce, we'll get them informed, we'll enlighten them concerning the law. And thank God we have made it pronounced that the bylaw is open for the people to purchase.
This sensitization exercise will further ensure a cleaner and healthier environment.